Chapter 1. Computer Fundamentals. The Magic Carpet. Understanding the evolution of computers. Learn about various stages of computer development. Know the basic functions of a computer. Know the functional components and their interconnections. Grasp the concept of booting. Comprehend the classification of computers. In the current era, computers have made our lives very easy. Everything can be done over just a click of mouse. Computers have become an integral part of our lives, from social networking to education sector, from financial sector to e-commerce. Computers are necessary in every phase of our life. In the present time, no one is devoid of computers. In fact, most companies and organizations are making full use of computers and shifting to paperless work. Technology is growing rapidly, and today computers are doing wonders by performing critical tasks easily. Evolution of computers. A computer is an electronic device which is used for storing and processing data. Before the evolution of computers, everything was done manually. Manual computing started to become ineffective as it was very time-consuming and led to the occurrence of many errors. Many attempts were made to grow faster computing gadgets with the growing need of faster performance and calculations. From abacus calculating devices to modern-day high-speeding computing devices, it has been an incredible journey. Abacus. An abacus is a simple device which is made up of beads and portable rods in a wooden frame. It was invented by the Mesopotamians in around 3000 BC. The addition and multiplication of numbers was completed by utilizing the place value of digits of the numbers and position of beads in an abacus. To make the computations effortless, the Chinese further enhanced the abacus. Each column is thought of a tens place. The rightmost row indicates the ones section. The second column hints to tens place and the third column represents the hundredths place. The name abacus was obtained from a Greek word abax, which means slab. Napier's logs and bones. Napier's logs and bones was developed by John Napier, a Scottish mathematician, and hence the device was named as Napier's bones. And later in 1617, he also developed logarithms. This device contains a set of rods made up of bones. There are 10 bones signifying the digits 0 to 9, and there is one more, 11th bone, that represents the multiplier. The product of two numbers is easily acquired by setting bones corresponding to the multiplier on the left side. Pascaline. Pascaline is a calculating machine which was designed by a French mathematician by the name of Blaise Pascal in 1642. It comprised of gears and was used for adding numbers rapidly. It was equipped for addition and subtraction alongside carry transfer capacity. It is made up of interlocked cog wheels which contain numbers 0 to 9 on its circumference. Pascal produced it on mass scale and even earned a good amount from it. Leibniz calculator. Gottfried Leibniz, a German mathematician, expanded the capacities of the calculator which was designed by Pascal to perform multiplication and division. It is a mechanical device made up of copper and steel and is capable of doing multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. In this model, wheels are placed at right angles which could be displaced by a special stepping mechanism. Jacquard's loom. In 1801, Joseph Jacquard conceived punch cards and utilized them to control looms. This noteworthy creation helped to develop the idea of storing and recovering data. This was all done keeping in mind the objective of making the cotton weaving process automatic. Difference engine and analytical engine. In 1822, an English mathematician, Charles Babbage, built up a machine called difference engine, which could compute different numerical functions. It is an automatic mechanical calculator designed to tabulate polynomial functions. In 1833, Charles built an engine which paved the way for the modern computers called the analytical engine. This engine is capable of performing 4 arithmetic tasks and also compare the data. The analytical engine also included the idea of central processor, memory capacity, and input-output devices. The logical structure of analytical engine was essentially the same as that of the computer design in the electronic era. After his amazing developments, Charles earned the title of father of modern computers. Mark I. Mark I is an electromechanical computer which was built by Professor Howard Aiken in a joint effort with IBM in 1944. Mark I could multiply two 10-digit numbers in 5 seconds and was inspired from analytical engine, and it was the only machine which could perform without any human interaction. Dr. John von Neumann gave the concept of a stored program computer in 1945, in which the data and the program could be stored in the same memory unit. In this design, the instructions are executed and put away in the memory of the PC. It was named von Neumann model after the mathematician and early computer scientist John von Neumann. As there is only a single correspondence channel, the processor can either get information or an instruction. In 1952, EDVAC, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, was created, which was the primary stored program generations of computers. Generation in computer terminology means development and growth in the computer industry, which is controlled by the advancement in innovation. With each passing stage of computing improvements, there is growth in the computer industry, which is portrayed by one or more equipment or programming advancements that enhances the execution of the computers at that age. Computers are classified into various generations. Following are the main 5 generations of computers. The first generation, 1940 to 1956. The period of first generation was from 1942 to 1955. The first generation computers used vacuum tubes as the basic components of memory and circuitry for CPU, Central Processing Unit. These computers were substantial in measure, expended enormous power, and created huge quantities of heat. These computers were very expensive and only large organizations could purchase it. The first generation computers only used codes as their programming language. Fact Genie. UNIVAC 1 was the first electronic computer of this age and was utilized for business applications. Features of first generation computers. These computers used vacuum tube technology. These computers were extremely costly. Everyone could not afford them. They were of huge size. These computers consumed a lot of electricity. They were not portable. These computers were unreliable and supported machine language only. Continuous air conditioning was required as these computers generated so much heat. Some computers of this generation were ENIAC, UNIVAC, IBM 650, etc. The second generation, 1956 to 1963. In this generation, transistors were used which were cheaper, consumed less power, were more compact in size, and were faster than the vacuum-made first-generation machines. In these computers, magnetic cores were used as primary memories and magnetic tapes and disks as secondary storage devices. This generation computers used high-level programming languages like COBOL, Fortran, etc. All these new improvements made these computers more reliable, capable and solid. Features of second-generation computers. Transistors were used which were faster than the vacuum tube, smaller in size as compared to the first-generation computers. These computers stored machine and assembly languages. They generated less heat as compared to the first-generation computers. They were more reliable and faster than the first-generation computers. They also required constant air conditioning. Magnetic disks and magnetic tapes were used as secondary storage devices. Some computers of this generation are IBM 1620, IBM 7094, UNIVAC 1108, etc. The third generation 1964 to 1971. The third generation computers used integrated circuits, ICs, instead of transistors. The ICs were invented by Jack Kilby. A single IC has many transistors, resistors and capacitors along with the associated circuitry and is a little silicon chip comprised of amazingly pure silicon crystals. These advancements made computers more reliable, smaller in size and efficient. High-level languages like COBOL, Fortran 2, BASIC, ALGOL 68, etc. were used in this generation. Remote processing, time sharing and multi-programming operating system were used. Features of third-generation computers. Made use of integrated circuits. More reliable as compared to previous two generations. They are smaller in size and compact. Emits less heat. They require lesser maintenance. They are faster than previous two generations and consumed lesser electricity. They supported high-level language. Some computers of this generation are IBM 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, TDC 316, etc. Fact Genie. Small-scale integration SSI chip used to have around 10 transistors on a solitary chip, and medium-scale integration MSI chip had around 100 transistors for every chip. The fourth generation 1972 to 2010. Fourth generation computers became more powerful, compact, reliable and affordable and gave rise to personal computer revolution. The fourth generation computers used very large scale integrated VLSI circuits which have 5000 transistors and other circuit elements which made it possible to have microcomputers of fourth generation. The computers that we use today are from this age. They are portable computers which can be conveyed from one place to another, all because of their reduced size. Even memory sizes have turned out to be incredible. All the high-level languages like C, C++, DBase, etc. are used in this generation. In this generation, real-time networks, time sharing, distributed operating systems were used. Features of fourth generation computers. Use of VLSI technology was done. These computers were portable and reliable. No air conditioning was required. Concept of internet was introduced in this generation. There was great development and growth in the field of network. Computers became easily available. These computers were extremely small in size. Some of the computers of this generation are DEC-10, Star 1000, Cray 1, supercomputer, the fifth generation 2011 to present. In the fifth generation, VLSI technology became ULSI, ultra-large-scale integration technology, resulting in the production of microprocessor chips having 10 million electronic components. Fifth-generation computers are still being worked on. This generation is based on parallel processing hardware and AI, artificial intelligence software, and they are being utilized to create gadgets that react to human dialects. All the high-level languages like C and C++, Java, .NET, etc. are being used. Features of fifth-generation computers. The fifth-generation computers have developed through artificial intelligence like robotics, game playing, etc. They are more user-friendly. Use of ULSI technology. Parallel processing. Some computer types of this generation are laptop, desktop, notepad, iPad, etc. Functional components of a computer. A computer is a combination of hardware and software resources which integrate together and provide us various functions and has made our lives easy. Hardware are the physical components of a computer like the processor, memory devices, monitor, keyboard, etc. On the other hand, software is the set of programs or instructions that are required by the hardware resources to function properly. When we give a task to the computer, it follows an input-process-output cycle, IPO cycle. A computer requires certain inputs to get the desired output. When we give an input, the input unit takes it and the central processing unit does the processing, and then the output unit gives the output. Input unit. The input unit consists of the input devices that are connected to the PC. These are the devices which take information and then change it into binary language which the computer understands. Some of the input devices are mouse, keyboard, joystick, etc. Central Processing Unit, CPU. Once the information is entered into the computer by the input device, the processor processes it. The CPU is known as the brain of the computer because it is the control center of the computer and controls everything. It first finds instructions from memory and then interprets them so as to know what is to be done. If required, data is fetched from memory or input device. Thereafter, CPU executes or performs the required computation and then either stores the output or displays on the output device. The CPU has three major components which are responsible for different functions. Arithmetic Logic Unit ALU, Control Unit CU, and Memory Registers. Arithmetic Logic Unit ALU. It performs the mathematical calculations which include addition, subtraction, multiplication and division and helps in taking logical decisions. Logical decisions involve comparison of two data items which helps us to see which one is larger or smaller or equal. Control Unit CU. The control unit coordinates and controls the data flow in and out of CPU and also controls all the operations of ALU, memory registers and also input or output units. It also carries out the instructions stored in the program. It decodes the fetched instructions, interprets it, and sends control signals to input or output devices until the required operation is done properly by ALU and memory. Memory registers. A register is a temporary unit of memory in the CPU. It is used to store the data, which is used by the processor. Registers are available in different sizes like 16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, etc. And every register has its own specific function like storing data, storing address of a location in a memory. Memory. For storage of data and instructions, memory is attached to the CPU, which is called as the internal memory. It is divided into many storage locations, which can store data and instructions. Every memory location is of the same size, but they have different address. The computer can read any memory location easily with the help of the address. When we execute any program, its data is copied in the internal memory, which is called as the primary key or main memory. This memory is also known as RAM, that is Random Access Memory, because when we access the data, it is independent of its location in memory. Concept of booting. When you turn on a computer, a duplicate boot program is brought from ROM into the primary memory, and this is known as booting. It begins executing when the CPU first runs a hop direction that transfers to BIOS, Basic Input-Output System. BIOS conducts a progression of self-analytic tests called POST, Power On Self-Test. The execution is at that point transferred to the Bootstrap Loader program on the boot area, which loads and executes the OS. In case if the boot area is on the hard drive, then it will have a master boot record, MBR, which helps in checking the partition table for active partition. Booting process is of two types: cold, warm. Cold booting, when the system begins from initial state, that is, it is switched on. We call it cold booting or hard booting. Warm booting, when the system restarts or when the reset button is pressed. We call it warm booting or soft booting. There are odds of data loss and system harm as the information might not have been put away appropriately. All symptomatic tests need not be completed for this situation as the system does not begin from the initial state. Classification of computers. The computers are classified on the basis of technology used as digital computers, analog computers, hybrid computers. Digital computers. Digital computers are the most used type of computers. It is a computer that performs calculations and logical operations with quantities represented as digit, usually in the binary number system. It is used for processing data represented by discrete, localized physical signals as the presence or absence of electric current. Analog computers. An analog computer is a computer which is used to process analog data. Analog computers are mostly used in industrial and scientific applications like control systems in aircraft and have been largely replaced by digital computers due to its complex actions. In this, symbolic numbers are used to represent the results. They store data in continuous forms of physical quantities and perform calculations with the help of measures. In analog computers, data is transmitted for its operation in the form of continuous signals, while in digital computers in the form of discrete signals or discontinuous signals. Hybrid computers. A hybrid computer is a type of computer which has functions of both digital computer as well as analog computer. In large industries and businesses, a hybrid computer can be used to incorporate logical operations as well as provide efficient processing of differential equations. It is designed in a way that it can do powerful calculations as well as have a readily available digital memory. Hybrid computers are cost-effective and have the speed of an analog computer and the accuracy of the digital computer. Types of digital computers. The various types of digital computers are as follows. Mini computers. Mini computers are the computers used in organizations in which multiple users can work simultaneously on the same machine. In this, all the computers installed in various departments are interconnected. Mainframes. Mainframes are large and very powerful computers with very high memory capacity which can process huge databases that have mission-critical, real-time importance. They are used in large organizations, banks, industries, etc. and can support hundreds of users simultaneously on the network. Magic scroll. A computer is an electronic device which is used for storing and processing data. An abacus is a simple device which is made up of beads and portable rods in a wooden frame. Difference engine is an automatic mechanical calculator designed to tabulate polynomial functions. The first generation computers used vacuum tubes as the basic components of memory and circuitry for CPU, Central Processing Unit. In the second generation, transistors were used which were cheaper, consumed less power and were more compact in size. The third generation computers used integrated circuits, ICs, instead of transistors. The fourth generation computers use very large-scale integrated VLSI circuits which have 5,000 transistors and other circuit elements which make it possible to have microcomputers of fourth generation. A hybrid computer is a type of computer which has functions of both digital computer as well as analog computer. An analog computer is a computer which is used to process analog data. A. Put a tick on the correct